Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Reecee News. And first up we have today is a possible hint towards Super Mario Odyssey 2. So basically this originates from an email sent out to various people from Nintendo. And I know Nintendo sometimes does like tweets like advertising different things, so it's not really out of the ordinary that there's like an email like this from Nintendo. But basically, it's advertising Super Mario Odyssey and everything, which is pretty interesting because it's been over 5 years since the game released, and it's just kind of weird because this seems to be targeted towards people who've already played the game, which is very interesting because basically it says like there might be more kingdoms out there to be discovered, and perhaps it's worth hopping aboard the Odyssey once more and taking the trip all over again, which is pretty interesting. Nintendo's basically encouraging people to play through Super Mario Odyssey again, and then they're saying there's more kingdoms out there, which is pretty interesting. Not really attached to what they were saying there, but I mean, this could be just something random that they're sending out, and they're just trying to get people to play through the whole game and kind of unlock the kingdoms that you get at the end of the game, like the Mushroom Kingdom, and then the dark side and darker side of the moon and everything. But Nintendo doesn't really do that. Like, Nintendo doesn't really encourage people to play through the whole game over again to unlock content, which is really weird, and it's just, I don't think it's really referring to that. They're saying just taking the trip all over again. That's not really Nintendo trying to tell you that there's more content to be unlocked. They're just telling people to play the game again, which could definitely be hinting at Odyssey 2. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, and I'm not one of those people who are like, it's a leak, it's gonna happen and everything. Don't get your hopes up, but this is a possible thing that could happen. And this is just more evidence kind of leaning towards something like this happening, because Nintendo seems to be hinting at it and trying to get people to play through Super Mario Odyssey again. It's pretty interesting, like the way they worded this tweet, and the fact that it's kind of out in January and everything, like usually like a few weeks before a Nintendo Direct. This is just kind of interesting, and it might actually mean something. Nintendo has done like hints towards things in the past in very cryptic ways. Like, I'm not even sure if this was intentional, but the WarioWare thing, there was like a poll like with WarioWare in it, and that was like a couple weeks before Get It Together was revealed. So I feel like Nintendo has very cryptic ways of trying to hint at different things, though a lot of the times it's not even intentional and everything. Though I'm not sure, this is just kind of weird. And the thing is, even though this might be a bit weird and this might not have to do with anything with this email and everything, but I feel like the timing is right for Super Mario Odyssey 2, or a mainline Mario game in general. If you saw my discussion about Mario games that could possibly release this year, like I mentioned like the Mario movie, and there could possibly be a game that ties in with that. So I think it would make a lot of sense if it's either a 2D Mario game or a 3D Mario game, just a new mainline Mario game in general. And the fact that the movie has a lot of Odyssey references in it, like the pins or the buttons on Toad's backpack, or the crazy cap that's in the Mushroom Kingdom there, that is pretty interesting. The design of Peach's castle, the fact that Pauline is in the movie, that could possibly have something to do with like promotion for Super Mario Odyssey 2 or a new game releasing. I mean, I might be looking a bit too deep into it, but I think it's pretty interesting. A lot of things are lining up here, though there definitely is a possibility that we could get Super Mario Odyssey 2. And then there's also the possibility we could get DLC for Odyssey as well, though I don't think it's very likely, because Nintendo doesn't really do DLC for single-player games that long after launch. Like, the only games they've done, like, updates and DLC for are for, like, games that primarily are focused on online multiplayer or have online multiplayer as a major focus, like Animal Crossing New Horizons. That game is usually like it's not like completely centered on online, but online is a huge component. And Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is also a huge online game, even more so than Animal Crossing. Then one game not really connected to like the Switch Online expansion pack, but Super Mario Party got an update years after launch, but that was online, and it seemed to be like something completely different. Um, but yeah, single player games usually don't get DLC that long after launch, so I don't think it's really kind of hinting towards DLC. I think it's hinting towards a new game, but we'll just have to see. Just don't get your hopes up. Just hope like I feel like it's possible, but there's still a possibility that this won't happen. So yeah. So the next thing here is about Fire Emblem Engage. And overall, this game looks pretty interesting, and I've been interested in playing it. Before, I haven't been really interested in the Fire Emblem series, but I feel like this game kind of looks engaging, no pun intended. But yeah, this game got leaked a couple days ago, and I feel like that was inevitable. Most first-party Nintendo games get leaked a few days before it like launches and everything. Sometimes people get a hold of a copy and are able to dump it and upload it online and everything. So be careful for spoilers and everything. There's probably already a lot of stuff on YouTube right now, so be careful. And I think Nintendo has been like taking down some videos, though now reviews are out. I don't think they're gonna do much. Now that the review embargo is out and the game is releasing in only a couple days. So just be cautious of spoilers and anything like that, because I'm really interested in this game, and personally, I don't want to be spoiled and everything. So yeah. And anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Make sure to check out my Discord server if you want to. Goodbye.